Hey everybody, happy Homebrew Wednesday. How's everybody doing out there? I am flying my St. Louis Cardinals colors today. Go Cards, yay. So this week, I don't have an awful lot homebrew related. I do have some good news out there for those that have been following along. I am soon to be employed. On this last Friday, I accepted a position. Very happy to be going back to work with some old friends. There's a lot to be said about don't ever burn bridge. But very happy to how it's all working out, and got a couple 3 weeks here before I go back to work. So going to be enjoying. In fact, my wife told me, she said, you ought to go get you something special, at the bottle shop. So I did. So I bought a few beers. Uh, let me just give you a show here. This is an odd one from Rogue Brewing. Some of you've probably seen this. This is one I've seen good and bad reviews on, but I just wanted to give it a try. This is the Voodoo Donut Chocolate Peanut Butter and Banana Ale. And also from Rogue, I got the Chocolate Stout. I love my stouts. And from Stone Brewing, some Old Guardian. I love the big barley wines, the big hoppy barley wines. Some Double Bastard Strong Ale. I got a number of each of these, so some of this I am going to sell her. And this is the class of '88 barley wine. It was from Deschutes in Bend, Oregon, and this was a collaboration they did with Rogue and North Coast Brewing. So all breweries that started up in 1988. So I've seen mixed reviews on this one. This one I think I'm going to age for at least, it's actually got a good year on it already. So does the Old Guardian. Almost that came out, about 6 months ago, at least 8 months ago, maybe. And then the two really special ones. Yay! Black Butte 26. Yeah. For good stuff about this one this year. This one it's brewed with pomegranate molasses and with 50% aged bourbon barrel blend on top of cocoa nibs and with additional cranberry added. I've heard some good stuff about this, so looking forward to that one. That's the Black Butte 26 Reserve Anniversary beer. And then lastly, a bottle of Mirror, the barley wine from Deschutes. Again, this one was aged in 50% blend of aged in wine barrels. So, yeah, there's some special reviews coming up. But anyway, enough of that. But I am happy to be getting back to work and didn't have to spend all the severance on. I can bank some money and do a few nice things with the house, that need to be done. So anyway, homebrew related. I wish I could report on my brown ale, but where my new fermentation chamber with the mini fridge and everything worked beautifully. It sat between 67 and 68 for about 9, 10 days. So that worked beautifully. But the beer itself, how it happened, I don't know, but it was infected. I mean, it looked like it had a pellicle growing on top, and when I smelled it, it about took my it um, had very strong vinegar smell to it. I'm not sure exactly what happened to it or why. I've never had one go and get infected before, and I'm glad it was a small batch, but it was a brown ale that I had cooked up. And the only thing I really think of is maybe my Star Stand solution. Maybe I pushed it too far. The particular solution that I've been using, I think I've been using it for about 2 months, and maybe that's too long. So I will be doing a pumpkin ale, um, and I will definitely make up a new batch of Star Sand. But I always dunk everything in the Star Sand, and I'm kind of anal about cleaning and everything. So, but it happens, I guess. Um, but I will be doing. What I did is I bought the Smashing Pumpkin kit from Northern Brewer, and it's the boil in a bag. I am going to do a boil in a bag on this one, and it comes with all the grains, the spices, and everything with it for the pumpkin ale. I like pumpkin ales myself, but I didn't want it to be just through the spices. I wanted it to do actually use pumpkin in it. So I bought it's only a 4 gallon batch. This is a boiling bag. So um, question for you guys out there, what you would do, because I've read different things from different pro brewers about uh, adding pumpkin and everything, and one of them said to liquefy it um, in with just either a little bit of water or with wort, but you got to mix it up, and so I was thinking about just heating up a little bit of hot water on the side and kind of mash it and liquefy it as much as possible, because they tell you to include that in your mash. So maybe you guys can give me some feedback how you would do it. I got two 10 gallon, two whatever ounce cans. They're not big cans. Two of just the pumpkin, raw pumpkin, no spices or anything. And I want to add that into the mash, or maybe I should just add it into the boil. But they were recommending that you add it into to the mash. So should I, how much water? And then I was also thinking maybe towards the end, if I end up watering it down a little bit too much, that I could add in maybe a cup of DME or something like that. So anyway, if you guys could give me your feedback on that, I'm going to be brewing it here in a couple days. So anyway, but yeah, I'm not sure what happened to the brown, but I was very happy with the way the fermentation chamber worked. Um, I watched it real close, just watched what it was doing, and for the most part, it sat. Um, we got some really nice weather, and we opened up the windows, and I noticed that the ambient air was dropping a little bit, and I saw that it was dropping too, so I just flipped it over to the heat side. But it still sat for it might have kicked on once. It just sat there in there pretty much, maybe kicked on a couple times, but it's nice. I'm glad I got that, and I think that'll be money worth, money well spent. So anyway, that's really all I got. I'm happy to be able to share some good news, and listen. I wanted to tell you how much I appreciate all the subscribers out there. Um, I really appreciate all your likes and comments, and keep them coming, please. And listen, have a great Homebrew Wednesday, and we'll see you next week. Hopefully, I come back with some footage of the pumpkin ale next week. So talk to you later. Happy Homebrew Wednesday.